Hello once again, this is Jennifer Waymark, archivist for the Oshawa Community Museum. Before we get too far into this month's podcast, let me start by saying that some of the photographs might be disturbing, and we ask that you use your discretion. We are going to tie this podcast in with our upcoming exhibit that examines funeral and mourning practices in the Victorian era, as we look at the Victorian practice of post-mortem photography. Post-mortem photography refers to photographs taken of people after their death. While this practice may continue quietly today, with the photographs taken by members of the family and kept in private, it was an important part of business for photography studios during the Victorian era. The invention of photography allowed those who could not afford to have a portrait done to have a lasting image of themselves or their family. This included photographs of the recently deceased. While photography was more affordable than sitting for a portrait, it was still expensive for the average family. This would mean that many people were not able to sit for their photograph while they were alive, and a post-mortem photograph might be the only photograph of that person that the family would have. There were a few different styles of post-mortem photographs. The photographs most easily distinguishable as post-mortem are those taken of the person resting in their casket. Often casket photographs were posed with flowers arranged surrounding the casket, and occasionally, mourners were posed standing nearby. Another popular style of post-mortem photographs was to make the deceased person appear to be resting in a deep sleep. The person will be placed on a sofa, or even a bed if the photograph was taken in the home, and arranged in a comfortable position. Death was considered to be the final sleep, and this was expressed through photographing the dead as if they were simply asleep. This style was very popular when taking photographs of deceased children. Images include poses such as young children in a carriage, giving the appearance of being asleep. It is not uncommon to find photographs of parents posed with their deceased children held in their arms or sitting in their laps. Most often, the child's eyes would be closed, a clear indicator that it was a post-mortem photograph. Occasionally, the photographer would attempt to pose the photograph in such a manner as to express the sorrow that the parents were feeling. However, even when the photograph was shot simply with only the parents sitting holding the child they had lost, their pain can be clearly seen through the lack of emotion. Then there are the photographs that you look at and wonder, what appears to be off about that person? And those photographs may in fact be post-mortem. It was popular to pose the person in such a manner that they appeared to be alive. The deceased would be posed sitting in a chair, or at times even standing upright. Occasionally the eyes of the deceased would appear to be left open, or the photograph would be doctored to make the eyes appear open. These are the most difficult style of post-mortem photograph to determine. The exhibit, Morning After, the Victorian Celebration of Death, runs from the end of May until November.